Hi guys, big thank you to Tegas for supporting us in this video. I hope you like them. I'm Mervin, I'm the director of this video, and
I'm Rayson, and I'm one of the videographers.
I'm Chrysler, I'm one of the videographers as well.
So we are using a 3-light setup, 2 panel lighting and 1 spotlight. These are the lights that we are using. So let's hear some feedbacks of the lights.
One of the lights that we use is the LED panel, and I really like it. It's bright enough to light up a small space, and it's really portable and mobile for a small production like our production.
Cursor?
Talking about the LED lights, I like the flat where you can focus on the subject, and also for the spotlight I can really punch into the subject.
So in our first scene, we are shooting the talent, which is Xian Ming. This scene we have several ideas that we're gonna play around, but I'll let the videographers talk about it.
I chose the spotlight on the diagonal direction of where he was standing because it shows his facial features, and also his expression is more vivid as compared to just using a diffuse light. That's the reason.
And we placed the lights to the left and right of Xian Ming. When we shot the orbiter shot, I wanted to get the lens flare.
Talking about this scene where we're involving the actress Khai, we're creating a high key light on her face to create a little bit of a drama. How the light helped you guys in that regards?
So when we put it behind the door, it's really dramatic. The effect through the slit of the door is really bright and dramatic.
Chrysler?
From my point of view, the spotlight that we use for this scene, yeah, like what they mentioned, it creates that dramatic effect, and we want it spot on, we don't want it diffuse, so that's why we chose this one as the option for this specific scene.
Okay, let's talk about the car scene. The initial goal is to light up the subject as much as possible because it's pretty dark. And what do you guys think?
Even though I've said that it can be very bright for a small space, but you can still tone it down to about 10-20%, and it will still look very good in a car, because if you shoot it inside a car, it's very dark and you cannot see the facial expression. But if you tone it up about like 10-20%, you can see the facial expression and it's not fake. It won't look fake.
Definitely. Chrysler?
And on my side, I think the LED lights it really help to lead up the back, just to give a little bit of the feature.
Yeah, and obviously it can be battery powered, so it helped a lot because we are in
we shot it in the car park, so we couldn't find any warm
outlets.
plugs, so we have to make use of the battery function.
So one of our initial scenes started out in a cafe. So in that cafe, we are working in quite a tight space, and then our sponsor for that cafe said we are limited to the space that we are using and try not to bother the customers too much. So do you guys think we achieved it?
Yes, I think we achieved it because it's, like I said, it's very portable and mobile. It doesn't really affect the customers there. We just chuck it at some corner and it's still bright enough to lighten up our subject.
From my point of view, the cafe ambient was a little bit on the warm side, so we could balance a little bit or follow according to the ambience of the environment. We had this gel on the warmer side, and there's a neutral one, and there's also something on the cool tone. So you can balance it out. What we did was we didn't want too much, so we just lit half of it there. It's quite convenient to be able to do that. Yes.
Because of the portability of the lights and all, it wasn't too imposing on our talent side because it's not too scary, it's not in their face. To make them more comfortable in the scene. So the principal shooting has been wrapped up, and then we're in midst of editing already. Very big shout out to Tegas, and thank you for supporting us when we needed the most, providing these 3 lights. And lastly, 1, 2, 3, thank you Tegas!